Hi friends, it's Krista from Hebert's Down Home. I am in our deserted schoolroom. It is a disaster. It has been a disaster for months. We have deserted it and moved school to other places in the house. Over the years, we've gone back and forth between having a schoolroom and not having a schoolroom, depending on the spaces that we have had. Our most successful schoolroom was smack in the middle of our house, our other house that we had in town. And that schoolroom worked because it was in the middle, on the main floor. It was the hub and the center of all activity and life. And so it was used for a schoolroom. That's where we did school. That's where things happened. This schoolroom is down in our basement. And life doesn't happen down in the basement, people. Just so you know, it just doesn't. And so school doesn't happen down in the basement. I'm just gonna give you a little tour of the mess, and then I'm gonna show you what I think I'm gonna do with all this. And we are just gonna change this into a bedroom for one of the kids, because it is this huge space that is totally unused, and I've got kids squished together in rooms. So I've got to figure out what to do with all this homeschool stuff. And I have some good ideas. We have tons of cabinets in this house. So I just need to declutter and make it happen. So this is our current, no, it's not our current. This is the schoolroom that we've used off and on for the past couple of years. I have a beautiful little table and chairs, as you can see. Obviously unused. We don't use them. I had my desk down here. That is, I have since gotten a different desk up in my room, so we don't use that anymore. I have a photocopier that doesn't work. Peyton still has a desk in this corner back here, and another desk over here. But they are just a total, like a bomb went off all the time. I used to have a little preschool area over here, and it was fun. We had a good time down here and did some fun things. I had a rug down here, which is no longer here. We've pirated it for something else, and we've moved on from this space. So it's just time to take it all down and make all the space in our house usable for people. This is not usable for people. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. And because it's down in the basement, it was always a mess, and it was just a room we could shut the door and walk away from. So we're gonna just get rid of it, get rid of the schoolroom. I do homeschool with the little kids up in the kitchen. So I may put some homeschool things up there, and my older kids homeschool in their bedrooms mostly. Now Peyton does homeschool down here, but we're gonna move a desk into his room so that he can homeschool in his room. So I'm gonna get rid of this space, and I'm gonna see what I can do about rearranging some cabinets and getting some stuff put away, and make a different homeschool space. I will show you where I think I'm gonna go with most of this. And with most of these cabinets down here are full. They're very unorganized at this point because the kids have been in them so much. Well, they're not terrible, but they're full of books and stuff that we use for homeschooling. And so I've got to get these moved and organized a little bit better. And then all of the drawers and stuff are full of a lot of preschool stuff, a lot of puzzles and not necessarily preschool, even like early years kind of stuff. And so that just needs to be sorted out. There's not much in there. And here's our snap circuits that we love to use, all in this tub. So I just need to sort through all this stuff and get it all reorganized and put back together. I am standing in the aftermath of the homeschool room. This is like a little kitchenette area that is in our, we call it our playroom. It's just a nice big space where, you know, we have toys and we have our gaming, little old Wii and, you know, books and games and toys. So this is kind of the playroom is what we call it. Anyway, there's this kitchenette area that I had just like craft supplies and stuff in. So I took everything out of the cabinets and sorted that all out. And then we brought all of the stuff, all of my stuff that I store from the homeschool room up to this area. And this is where I'm gonna organize it and put it all away. I have a bunch already in cabinets, and this is sort of the aftermath that's left from that. So I'm gonna organize it and put it all away. The homeschool room is completely dismantled downstairs, and we're gonna use that space for other things since it has just been this deserted homeschool room. So anyway, I'm gonna go through this stuff and then I will kind of show you how I organized things and what I did with everything. Drawer literally exploded, so I have a big glittery mess to clean up before I can move stuff around down here. So anyway, yeah, it happens with lots of little kids. It happens. Okay guys, time for some honesty. I was hoping by this point I'd be ready to show you all my beautiful cabinets all done, but as you can see, there's still a mess, a big mess. I'm getting discouraged. I'm kind of to that last point where there's just a lot of like miscellaneous weird stuff, old stuff, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna give myself some grace and I'm just gonna quit for tonight, and I'm gonna set a timer a few times during the day tomorrow for maybe 15 to 30 minutes just to work at it and then walk away. I think that's the only way I'm gonna accomplish this, because it feels so discouraging at this point, to be at this point and not like know what to do with stuff. Okay friends, so it may be 3 months later, but I am finally able to finish this vlog out and I am so happy. We moved all that homeschool stuff upstairs and here it sat in this kitchenette, just a total disastrous mess for months. And finally, I got the motivation, let's finish this vlog out. If nothing else, I know I'm not motivated to put the stuff away, but I'm motivated to finish the vlog. Isn't that weird? So anyway, y'all motivated me. I wanna show you what I ended up doing with my homeschool storage. Before I show you the homeschool storage cabinets, I am curious, for those of you who homeschool, who uses a homeschool room and who homeschools all over their house? And where do you store your homeschool supplies? So just curious, we can have a little conversation in the comments below. Okay, so this is my space, yay. I do have a little bit of stuff still over here, but it's my chicken stuff. So sitting on the counter over there, it will probably stay there. And I have a little bit of stuff over there too. And I'll show you that. It's probably gonna stay out for now. So I'm just gonna show you through my homeschool cabinets. I will do a curriculum video at some point. I'm not going to do that today because this would get way too long, but I'm going to show you kind of what I have in my cabinets, and you'll get kind of a sneak peek of some of the curriculum that we use as well. So this cabinet I have up top, I have a few art things, some Easter or resurrection eggs for Easter up there, and a little bit of craft stuff that I couldn't fit in anywhere else. So the top shelf is kind of not really homeschool stuff. This shelf is, or this cabinet is pretty much language arts and math. So, so I have all my math books here, and we use teaching textbooks along with some other stuff for the younger kiddos. So that's all kind of lined up here so I can find it. Now, I will say that the books that we are currently using are either in my desk area or with the kids. So you're seeing kind of what's left and what we have for extra grades. I have some language arts stuff up there. I have some pathways, reading pathways stuff up top. Rocket Phonics, which we use for the younger kids. We haven't used that in a few years. And then all of our writing and grammar stuff, and spelling. So, and then up top, I have a little bit of Bible stuff up there. And of course our, you know, dictionary and things like that. Okay. This cabinet is pretty much history and geography. Oh, and a little bit of science. So up top I have some of my shells and rocks and things that we use for science, as well as some science full courses that are in boxes. And then I have down here, I have a bunch of our science stuff as well. The rest of this is pretty much history. We use Knotgrass history and we love, love, love it. I have some old Story of the World stuff that we used to use. I have some geography and a few videos, drive-through history videos, things like that that we use sometimes as fillers. And then here are all of our living history books that we use along with our history lessons that we love. That's why we love Knotgrass, because it ties in those books and that literature. And yeah, we'll do a whole video on Knotgrass at some point. Okay, so these bottom cabinets are more preschool type stuff, lots of puzzles and preschool activities. Looks like it's like a scavenger hunt book. I have some copy paper and I get end rolls from our newspaper office and we spread those out to do big coloring activities or make posters or banners or whatever out of. So those are great to have around. We just go to the newspaper office and buy end rolls. Okay. This cabinet is kind of just an overflow of office supplies pretty much. I'm going to keep extra notebooks, clipboards, that kind of thing in here so that I know where they are. A little bit of preschool stuff, some extra pencil boxes, that sort of thing. Hey, I found an empty cabinet. That's a great find. I didn't realize that was there. So I have a little bit of overflow space. That's perfect. Okay, this is more preschool stuff. Got some Play-Doh stuff, preschool games and activities, magnetic letters and numbers, CDs and stuff like that for music. I have some beads and instruments, stamps, rice to play in, kinetic sand to play in, all those fun sensory things, and we have a light right back in the back. So that's a fun cabinet for pulling some preschool type things out, or for the younger kids, they enjoy this cabinet. Okay, going up top here. Okay, this one is pretty much art supplies, and I have this cabinet. I narrowed down my art supplies to this one cabinet and a couple of drawers. So hopefully we may need to do some overflow, but this will get us going for now with art supplies. And I have another drawer of art supplies. This is just random stuff. Our string is always a mess. Kids love string. And a sticker drawer, of course, full of stickers. I'm going to go through drawers now a little bit. We have paints, so the paints overflowed over here, magnifying glasses, just kind of miscellaneous stuff. Notebooks, I have a whole notebook drawer, of course, because you know, we can always use lots and lots of notebooks. So, and then these other two are just kind of office type drawers with just office stuff in them. So, you know, extra erasers, and I'll load this up now this summer when it comes to school supplies. When school supplies are on sale, I'll load all these drawers back up with extra school supplies for our school year. On top of the cabinet, honestly, this is some miscellaneous preschool stuff, 5 in a row. We used that for a while. We're not using it now, but this is kind of some 5 in a row stuff, and then some extra just copies of stuff I'm not sure what to do with yet. So here is my laminator. I am definitely a teacher at heart, and so I like to laminate things. I'm a happy little laminator. So anyway, yeah, something like that. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.